Morning. Hope you're having a great day. This is Coach Jeff from CrossFit Seize the Day. The workout we have for you today, it's going to be one workout. It's going to have a running clock. There's going to be 2 mini workouts that you're going to repeat twice each. So it's 4 rounds. There's a workout A and B. A you'll do in round 1 and round 3. B you'll do in round 2 and 4. Okay? So the A workout that you'll be doing in round 1 and 3 is in 4 minutes. Complete 2 rounds, so 2 rounds of dumbbell devil press and overhead squats. The reps are 12 reps for the RX athlete, 10 or 8 for the scaled athlete. So 2 rounds of dumbbell devil presses and overhead squats. The weight for the devil presses for the dumbbells, 35 for the men, 25 for the women. The weight on the bar for the overhead squats, 75 for the men, 55 for the women. In the remaining time, if you finish in under 4 minutes, we want you to do as many burpee over bar as possible. So it's 2 rounds, devil presses, overhead squats, 12, 10, or 8 is your rep count. Whatever time is left over, burpee over bar. Okay, so that's workout A. Workout B, this is rounds 2 and 4, same setup, 4 minutes to do 2 rounds. This time, a power snatch and a Renegade Row. So same barbell, same dumbbell, same weights, just 2 different movements. Power snatch, 12, 10, or 8. Renegade Row, 12, 10, or 8. Each arm equals 1 on the Renegade Row. 4 minutes to get 2 rounds done. In the remaining time, as many hand release push-ups as you can do. So, not a complicated workout, but movements that when you're moving quickly are synergistically going to tax your system and tax you cardiovascularly, so there will be a challenge. The 2-minute recovery between workouts should be just enough to allow you to recover to go into attack mode on the next round. Okay, so we have 4 rounds of work. Rounds 1 and 3, devil press, overhead squats. Rounds 2 and 4, power snatch and Renegade Row. If you're doing this workout at home and you do not have a barbell available to you for the overhead squats and for the power snatches, you can use a broomstick or you can use a PVC pipe for the overhead squats. Or you can use 1 dumbbell overhead, you'll just do single arm and you'll do some on one arm and some on the other. For the snatches, you can do alternating arm, single arm dumbbell snatches instead of a barbell snatch, and that should be fine, okay? Okay, so let's warm up for this workout. Let's start with doing about a minute of a Renegade Row, just body weight, no extra weight at this point, and 1 hand release push-up in between each row. So if I come down, I put my hands right under my shoulders, my feet are around the width of my hips. I want to hold a nice tight body line. You don't want to see this sagging of the hips, nor do we want to see sort of this down dog position. I'll do a Renegade Row on one side, so I'll shift my weight over, I'll pull that shoulder blade and elbow up. I'll do a hand release push-up, elbows in. I'll shift my weight over. I'll do a Renegade Row, hand release push-up. So continue to do that for about a minute. You should easily be able to get in at least half a dozen rows per arm, and that would be 12 push-ups. Then grab, if you have it, a PVC pipe or a broomstick. We want to warm up the shoulders and the upper back for the snatches and for the squats. So depending on your shoulder mobility, grab nice and wide. Let's hook grip the PVC pipe. So thumb under your index finger, feet under your hips, slight bend in the knee, athletic stance. Shrug like somebody asked you a question and you said, I don't know. With straight arms, reach forward, up, and around and touch your lower back, and then return from the side profile. What you do not want to see is any bend in the elbow. It's a long, sweeping movement. Keep the shrug engaged and come back. If you're able to start sneaking your grip in a little bit, a couple millimeters each time, do that to increase your shoulder mobility. What we don't want to see is at some point we come in too narrow and we see the elbows break like this. We want that long sweeping movement so we can open up that scapula. Okay? So do about a minute of that. Don't rush through it. The mobility here is important. From there, wherever your grip ended up on those pass-throughs, let's keep it there for some overhead squats. So we're going to put our feet around the width of our shoulders. We're going to press up on the PVC pipe. So what we need to do is see you push the armpits to the sky, but to also pull your shoulder blades down and back. This locks the bar in rather than this kind of rounded position. So shoulders are back, bar is locked out. From there, think about sitting the hips back and down as you're still pressing up on the bar, pulling your hips down, driving your knees out and pushing up on the bar. So breath hips, engaging the bar, down and up. So let's do about a minute of overhead squats. I'd like to see a little pause at the bottom, a second or two, making sure you have control of the bar, making sure you have balance at the bottom. If you feel like you're rocking to the toes, rocking to the heels, the knees are wobbling around, make sure all those things are locked in. Stand up when you find your balance. Okay, so do about a minute of those overhead squats. From there, let's move on to your barbell. You can start with an empty barbell, or you can start with some light weight on it. I have some light weight on here. We're going to do 5 power snatches, so from floor to overhead. We're going to do 5 overhead squats to follow. We'll then add a little weight to the bar, most likely bringing us up to the weight we're going to do for the workout, and we'll repeat it with that weight. So a couple things to remember on a power snatch: feet in sort of a jumping position right under your hips. Posture, chest is always open, shoulders are always pulling down and back, arms are long and relaxed. We're going to use the legs to create power and extension, and then we're going to pull ourselves under the bar to a catch position. So we do 5 of those and then 5 overhead squats. If you have some mobility issues where taking the barbell from the floor is not good for you, or you're new to the snatch movement, consider taking it from just above the knee instead of the floor. It'll be a little smaller range of motion, a little easier for you. So I'm going to take basically the same grip position I had with my pass-throughs and my overhead squat. We're going to take that hook grip, wrapping the thumb under. We're going to keep that bar close to the body. Extend the hip shrug. Punch it through. I'll do one more. Punch it through. So I'm going to do 5 of those. I'm going to move to my squatting stance. I'm going to do 5 overhead squats, pushing up on the bar, locking the shoulder blades in, and coming down, and driving up, making sure I'm keeping control of that bar. Okay, so do that with the empty or the light bar, then move to your workout weight, 5 snatches, 5 overhead squats. Next, we need to look at the devil press movement. So we're going to grab our dumbbells for that. So I just have 2 light dumbbells here. I'll start warming up with that. You can go right at the workout weight, or you can do a smaller set with lighter weight and then do a set at the workout weight. So a devil press is basically a burpee with the dumbbells. From there, we're going to come up and we're going to do sort of a kettlebell swing, snatch kind of movement, bringing the weights to an overhead position. So it'll look like this. I'm going to come down, come to the floor. I'm going to pop up, and I'm going to swing and or snatch the weight overhead. So once again, to the floor, pop at it like a burpee, drive with the hips to a full lockout position. Okay? So do 5 of those. Maybe start with a lighter weight, then move to a heavier weight. And last thing we're going to warm up is burpee over bar. So if we have time left in the A workout, which is the devil press overhead squats, we have time left. We said we're going to do as many burpee over bar as possible. If you're doing this at home and you don't have space to do over the bar, don't worry about it, just do burpees. If you do have space, we're going to burpee, come down, up over the bar, up over the bar. So max reps in the workout, as many burpee over the bar. Just do about 5 here to warm yourself up. Okay, so those are the warm-up movements. All right, so now that you're warmed up, let's look at the workout again. It's an aggressive workout. It's meant to be done fast and violently. We do have some techniques and skills in it though, so don't move any faster than you can move well. The goal here, again, it's a 4 4-minute workouts. Each workout has 2 rounds of work. The first workout has devil presses and overhead squats, 12 reps of each for the RX athletes, 10 or 8 for the scaled athlete. Get through those reps, 2 rounds, as fast as possible. In the remaining time, as many burpee over bar or burpees as you can do. So if we were scoring you on this workout, technically the number of burpee over bar you did would be your score, and that's how we would rank you in this workout. Rounds 2 and 4 have power snatches and renegade rows, 2 rounds of that in 4 minutes, with as many hand release push-ups as you can do in the remaining time, and your score would be how many hand release push-ups you got. So 2 minutes rest between each of the workouts. Work hard, really try to get to that extra work, that in the remaining time stuff, because that's where your payoff is moving very crisply and aggressively through this work. Okay? Should be a fun one. It's going to be challenging. Try to keep yourself focused. 4 minutes is not a long time to do a workout, but it's definitely long enough that you're going to have to really kind of keep your eye on the prize and get done as fast as possible. All right? Let us know how you did with the workout. Hashtag us on social media, CFSD Strong. Have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.